This video reviews how to use the Python library OpenPyXL to clear all of the conditional formats on an Excel worksheet. Here is the testing document where we can see three different conditional formats affecting the table. The first highlights green all instances of February. The second affects the style of all instances of pairs in column B, making them bold and italic. The third affects column C, changing both the cell background and the text red if the value is over 180. Not necessarily the most practical uses of conditional formatting, but for our demonstration, it works. Let me also open up the conditional format rules just to show you the declarations there as well. Here you can see all three different rules. So let's move over to Python now. Here I'm bringing in my workbook as WB and I'm selecting the worksheet as WS. I will save the work in the cell below. Let's start by seeing what the conditional formatting attribute of the worksheet contains. You can see that we have identified a conditional formatting list. This is where OpenPyXL stores all of the conditional formats on our page. If I add a period and hit Tab, you can see two things that we can access on the attribute: Add and Max Priority. Add is fairly straightforward. It adds a conditional format to the list. But let's see what Max Priority contains. It houses the integer 3. We have 3 conditional formats on our sheet, so Max Priority contains how many we have. You might notice that there is no remove or delete method on the conditional formatting attribute. Since that isn't available to us as a method, we have to approach this task in another creative way. Instead of making any alterations to the conditional formatting list contained as WS conditional formatting, we can assign an empty conditional formatting list object to that attribute. To do that, I need an empty conditional formatting list object, which is located at the formatting.formatting module of OpenPyXL. You can see that is what I am importing right here. Now let's simply assign the conditional formatting attribute the empty conditional formatting list object that I just imported. Let's now save the workbook and open it back up. And there we go. Each column of our table is completely unformatted. If I navigate to all the conditional formatting rules on this worksheet, you can see that we have none. So it's quite simple. You import the conditional formatting list object from the formatting.formatting module, and then assign that object to the conditional formatting attribute of the worksheet. As always, thank you for stopping by and checking out this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you found it helpful, and leave a comment below letting me know what you'd like to see in future videos on OpenPyXL, Excel, or Python in general. And don't forget to hit subscribe so that you know when the next video drops.